No, don't move, don't move. I turned the camera on and it bothered him. He was staying still for about like 5 minutes. Generally don't like to actually hold him with the hands like that because I don't want him to feel possibly that I'm like holding him, keeping him from something. But I do want to pet him. I got one hand because I'm filming with the other one. And trust me, he gets normal pets too. But yeah, I was generally like that with him. Hey, bud, I'm annoying him. He has been a furry, frenetic pinball of fury today. That's my nickname for him. That's how I describe him. Big fan of alliteration, of course. But yeah, the budster. He was looking a little bit sad. I was in the other room trying to relax and sit down and just unwind from my shift. And the budster was being quiet, too quiet, and he was just staring, not doing anything. And I know when he does that, he's a bit sad most of the time. And so I went to him, and that made him so happy. So happy that he started just running around and hopping around and being a maniac. And so that made me happy. And I'm sorry that the video content is not better. I got one hand, and that hand has a glove on. I try to, if I can, have one hand glove just in case the budster wants to wig out. He has, but he's only wigged out a handful of times. And by a handful of times, I mean less than the digits on my finger. On my hands, I mean. So, uh, it's just a precaution. And also, we were playing the game. And when I don't play it, he accidentally can hurt me. So, it's fine. But the budster actually knows when I have the gloved hands that he can bite harder. And also, he knows if I'm wearing long sleeves, um, that he can climb on my arms. If I'm not wearing long sleeves, he doesn't use his nails when he climbs on my arms, but he hugs me and just shimmies up like a lumberjack. So he knows. Not saying that I don't get scratched from him still. Oh, I get scratched. But he does his best. It's the neck that he scratches me the most because he thinks he can just run across my shirt and he always scratches my neck. And I was like, well, you be gentle. But he's a nice guy. Well, he's a squirrel, but he's a nice squirrel. And we're just relaxing together. I'm feeling his heartbeat through my hand. He's a nice guy. We don't we don't just do this just enough. What's sad is if I put him to my chest, he'd run away. We used to do that when he was younger quite a bit. He used to also climb into my shirt quite a bit. We don't. He still climbs into the shirt a little bit, but not as much as what he does. But that's actually all right with me because he always would scratch the heck out of me when he would climb into my shirt. But I think it's important that I spend this time bonding with him. He might not like the phone. I don't blame him, but I do put the phone down and make sure I spend just time with him. But I like to record some of these because I get to share it with, well, this is really just friends and family. So, I mean, if it grows into something else, cool. I don't see that happening. So I get to share this with my friends and family. But like I said, later down the line, if there's other people that aren't friends or family, well, then I get to share with you too. But that's not the intent. It's also just like a nice little archive of the Budster. So I think we're going to hit the 5 minute mark and then be like, okay, we're going to end it there because This is basically all we need. Thank you for cuddling with me, Bud. Thank you, Budster. I love you. You're a nice little squirrel. You're my buddy, Bud.